What is up guys, Craig here, and welcome to just a little video. I'm gonna just explain how, I'm gonna explain what tactics I use in Football Manager 2013. I'll just give a little few pointers here and there to how to get them working properly. And, it's just some advice that I have, learned while playing Football Manager. I mean, you don't necessarily have to take it all into consideration. I mean, it's your game, you don't have to follow my advice, but someone did request this video, so I'm just gonna explain how I find everything works. So of course we're on the card I'll save, which most of you have probably been watching. Let's go on the tactics menu. Just 3 pointers. I think 3 pointers. I've rehearsed a few things before this, but I'm not really doing it fully, scripted by script or anything. First pointer, I would say, do not judge tactics until they have reached full familiarity. Like these bars say, the tactic I'm using now, as you can see, it's awkward, competent, fluid. Only really judge the tactic when it is fully fluid, when everything is fluid, because only then will you be able to get the proper results that the tactic will generally give you. The second pointer I would say is that when you're using classic tactics, you need the tactic to fit the players. When you're using tactic creator tactics, tactics made in tactic creator, I'd say you more need the players to fit the tactic. It sounds a bit weird, but you get my general meaning, because in classic tactics they don't have specific roles. There's much more specifics when doing team instructions and such, but when using tactic creator tactics, you do need specific attributes generally. I think there was one more I was gonna say, but I can't quite remember which one it was. I'm sorry guys, but those two are the general tactic advice that I would give you. Two tactic pointers that I would give you. The other one will probably come to me somewhere through this video, but yeah, I'm just going to go through my 3 tactics that are currently loaded in and give you what is a good idea, what kind of players are good with the tactic, and how the tactic plays. This first one is all these tactics are from FM base, by the way, so I'll put the links in the description below. This one is called sorry. 4123 Match Ending Exploiter by Hazard22299 V2.3. I'll put the link in the description below. Make sure to download the V2 version or the most recent version, because that's the one I'm using. This was a tactic for Football Manager 2012, but it's now being proven to be able to work in the new patch on FM13. Now, as you can see, it's a 4-1-2-3 formation, flat back 4, 1 defensive midfielder, 2 central midfielders and 3 central strikers. Now, what I would say about this tactic is that it dominates teams generally. It really does dominate teams. However, what I have noticed is that your strikers will actually miss a lot of chances. I mean, I've been using this on my sporting save, the save that I just play while I'm not recording, and your strikers do miss a lot of chances. I mean, really. But, I mean, if you want total dominance, I mean, you don't concede that many goals in my experience. However, you might concede a fair few, but usually when you do go behind, you do make a comeback. But I think you will be, I'm not really sure what to say. It's a good tactic, it really does work. I mean, you've seen, I have had generally positive results with this tactic so far, but yeah, I think the player types, it's a bit tough really. What you do want to make sure you're doing is that on the set pieces that see the target men and the playmakers list, you want to make sure that the 2 central midfielders, not the defensive midfielder, just the 2 central midfielders are set in the playmakers list. I would advise to have the one which has the best passing attributes at the top, and make sure you have the central striker as the target man. As you can see, I currently have Paddy Man there because he is the central striker. You don't necessarily need specific attributes because of course it is a classic tactic, but Yeah, I mean that is pretty key because the reason this worked on FM12 is because on FM12, if you had three central strikers like that, the defenders would gather around the two wider strikers, and it would leave your central striker with a ton of space to just get some nice goals. I don't think that necessarily works all the time now in FM13, but this tactic still does work. I mean, other set pieces you can just do whatever you want with them. It's completely personal preference. But that is pretty much all I can say on that tactic. Moving on to the next one, just this one first, because if you have been watching my series, you'll know that I have been using this a fair few times. I've only lost one game with this. That was against Scunthorpe. It was quite unlucky. I'll just pick that team just like random. Oh shit! Hang on a minute. Sorry guys. that's not right at all. I just loaded up that. There you go. So this is just a little example. I mean, for just look at the formation. It's a flat 4-4-2. Oh, it's a very classic tactic. I mean, that's why it's called the good old-fashioned English system, by the way. It is an FM13 tactic, and it is a tactic creates tactic. So, what you want with this tactic, I mean, the good old-fashioned English system, the creator of this tactic wanted to produce, proper football. Like in his opinion, proper football is just the wingers bombing down the wings, whipping the ball in towards the two strikers, and that's what you want in this tactic. Really, the key positions are definitely, the wingers and the strikers. In the advanced forward position, you want a pacey striker, like someone who's got good pace. Obviously, like I don't know, Sergio Aguero. I'm just going to use like big examples here. It's like Sergio Aguero, Tevez. I don't know, maybe someone like Loic Remy would probably work there as well. The other one, the target man, obviously needs to be a big guy. I'd suggest someone like maybe Edin Dzeko. I'd say Fernando Torres might be able to work there. Peter Crouch probably could. Those sorts of players, the big ones who have good heading attributes and can score a goal here and there. The two wingers, the main thing is that you have a left-footed player on the left side and a right-footed player on the right side, because obviously they are natural wingers. They do not cut inside, they just whip the balls in. So yeah, just make sure you have the right players there. The central midfielders, the deep lying playmaker, I would obviously say just needs to have good passing stats, good creativity, stuff like that. I mean, obviously Peter Murphy's not a really good choice for that there, but it's just because some of the players are tied, so we're just playing with like random players here. But yeah, that's generally what you want there. Other central midfielder, that's currently set as Paul Thirlwell. I mean, obviously he does have a defensive role, so you do want a good stopper, really. Someone who will break down the opposition attacks. Not exactly a box-to-box midfielder, but I think they do need to have a bit of stamina as well. It's just a classic central midfielder, really, just providing help in both areas of the pitch, really, but mainly defensively, I think. And the defence, I mean, I would say that the defenders do have to be quite fast, and again, make sure you have the right foot on the right side and the left foot on the left side, because that is generally what is going to work with this tactic. Centre backs, make sure they are quite fast again. However, I'd say in my experience you just need good centre backs. Not really any specifics needed, just like fairly quick. But just people who can defend, really. Goalkeeper, just any classic keeper. Just I'm not really sure it makes that much of a difference. Just try and get the best keeper you possibly can. That's pretty much all I would say about this tactic. I mean, it works, but I would also say it is pretty boring. It grinds out results. It doesn't necessarily dominate teams, but it will bring results 9 out of 10 times, in my opinion. It's completely up to you whether you want to use it, of course. Now the last one is Mr. Langvatten's 4-5-1, 13.2 without long shots. Long shots are a bit crap in this game, really, although I have scored some good ones, but usually... Oh, sorry, I'm doing this again, aren't I? Let me just load this up again. Right, there we go. So, again, this is a 4-3-2-1 formation. Again, it's quite similar in what you need to the 4-4-2 tactic. Again, left foot on left, right foot on right. The striker does need to be quite quick, but obviously it does have a poacher role. So someone like Fernando Torres would do brilliantly there, you know. Again, Aguero, Tevez, people like that would work very well there. Just someone who can grab goals, good finishes required. I haven't actually properly used this. Actually, I think I used this once, and it did get a 1-0 win, but I haven't used it very often, so I can't properly judge exactly what it will do. But I'm just showing what tactics I do have. The three central midfielders. Paul Thirlwell is in the central midfielder support role, and James Barrett is in the same place. So those two obviously support. They are on, going to be supporting both areas of the pitch, like in the first third and the final third. So again, good stamina, good passing attributes. Like pretty much an all-round central midfielder is pretty much a good idea here. The advanced playmaker, obviously, I think that will be the main hub of the team, if so to speak. You want a good playmaker, obviously, because he's an advanced playmaker. I can't say I'm a tactical master, but I'd say this advice is generally what I would give usually, because it does tend to work. And again, the defence, quite similar. Both the centre backs are just normal central defenders. Both the the two full backs are set as wing backs in this formation. So you do want fast players who can cross on the full back positions. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you obviously do want fast players who can cross, because obviously they will get getting forward quite a lot. So make sure you have players who do have good all-round stats as well in those positions, because they will be contributing quite a lot to both attacking and defending. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. It's just a quick video, well, fairly quick video, to explain exactly what I use when it comes to tactics. It's been working well for me so far. It might work well for you, I'm not exactly quite sure. Just remember what I said, don't judge a tactic until it is at full fluidity. And don't say a tactic is bad because it doesn't work for your team, because you might not have the players. Just try and get the right players for the tactic, and they will probably work eventually. But it will take a while, but I'm sure it will, fit in eventually, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have enjoyed, then please like, comment, favourite, subscribe, share with your friends. Really does help me out. Everything helps me out, and you guys are what keeps the channel going. Check out my other videos. Stay tuned for more. I will probably be uploading a normal episode of this today. And if you have any suggestions for games that I can play on this channel, or suggestions for how I can improve my videos, then please leave a comment below or send me a message over YouTube. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, by the way, one last thing. I am planning a live stream. It will probably happen tomorrow. I'm just letting you guys know. I will post a video probably sometime in the evening when the video will be actually put up. I think it might be starting about 7 o'clock, something like that, but we'll see. I will have to get everything set up, make sure it all works and such. I'll put a link to my Twitch account on my channel when I'm actually sure it works. and then a video will be put up notifying everyone when the live stream is going to start. It'll probably last about 3-4 hours, maybe, something like that. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Have a nice day. Cheers. Bye.